Hey folks, and welcome back to the channel. In this video I'll be flying a Lift 2EZ from Apco. It's the medium size, I believe it's 26-meter wing. So in this scene here you get to see me fail my first launch with it. I did a little bit of kiting with it. With this I kind of noticed that the wing liked to hang back a little bit, which I'm not quite used to, so kind of threw me off on this launch. And instead of wasting or possibly damaging the gear, because it is the school's gear, decided just to abort the takeoff. So here we go again, getting set up, checking the lines. There we go, wing pops up, no issues here, roll on the power, and off we go. Turning out, so here I'm flying out of Laney's, and this is Mojo's flight school there in North Carolina. So just clearing the area. The school was nice enough to let me use their wing just to try it out. Typically fly the Air Design Ramaflex. Pretty good wing. I enjoyed this wing. One thing I did not really care for is the brake toggles and the hard plastic handle. For the throttle hand, I found that kind of to be a little cumbersome. But you can see here I gotta hold on to it with my bottom two fingers. But for your non-throttle hand, having that hard plastic piece in there, I found that to be kind of useful and helpful. So I think this is something that can be learned to work with, or if this was your permanent glider, you could just probably pop that plastic piece out of there and it would just be a loose piece of brake handle, out, if you will, out there. Whereas the Ramaflex has a kind of more of a neoprene soft handle, and I'm more used to that. But overall, like the wing. And so this is just kind of trying to match up with some other paramotors to see where I'm at as far as the speed. That's one thing I did notice about this glider. Of course, it is a student glider or a training glider, or a wing, if you will. But is the speed? It's not fast, but wouldn't typically expect a wing to be fast. And as you can see here, I got a glider on my left and pretty much just smokes me as it flies by. And had a glider down low and to the front of me, but wasn't able to even catch up to them. So yeah, that's one of the little downfalls of this particular glider. It's not fast, but that's expected. Right here, I'm looking at just testing out the roll of the wing. Doing a little bit of baby wing overs, if you will. Testing the responsiveness of the glider, and this I really was impressed with, because the Ramaflex is very heavy in the brakes, and so doing the wing overs or trying to turn, there's a lot of brake pressure. But I found with this, and here I'm letting it coming out of the wing overs, or if you will, and trying to see where it oscillates, and it dampens out pretty quick. But with this wing is, I felt pretty light in the brakes, very responsive. So it was, I really enjoyed that. I could really feel the glider when I was turning and pulling on the brakes. So I really like that. Here, just flying over or another, I believe this is Todd that's flying underneath me at this point. There was a lot of gliders up there. I know Todd was there, but I never saw him take off. But I believe that was him. I believe that's his wing. But there's some other wings that are like his at the school. So I turned to try and catch up, and pretty much matched on the speed here. And coming up, I realized that this wing has a pretty good glide ratio. You're going to go a good distance on the glide, which was kind of nice. The Ramaflex, once you come off power, you're coming down pretty quick. So if you're landing, you need to know or have your landing spot picked out in advance. Then when you come off the power, you got to focus on it. But here's another pile. I'm not sure who this is. But anyway, yeah, just this wing likes to float. And here we kind of get down a little lower, but up high where I was at, the wind was smooth, the air was smooth, but as you get down lower, it gets pretty bumpy, pretty rough. So you'll see the other two pilots start climbing up pretty quick, and I start getting into the bumps too, and I climb out. You should see they start to climb out of there because it's a little bumpy down low, but the wing handles it fine as expected with a student or school glider. Alright, approaching lane east again, checking the windstock. I've been up about 45 minutes at this point, and my hands are freezing. As you can see, there's students lined out. I believe all the students here today, on this day, were second and third flight students. And then there were some other pilots there that were moving up in the PPG. I think they're getting their PPG2 or PPG3. So just overflying, checking out the windsock, make sure winds are still coming from the same direction. That guy was landing. So kind of making a wide circle here because I know that there's other pilots up, and I just don't want to be tight in my turns, especially over the landing area and especially around newer students. So just gonna make a wide circle here and then follow the grass strip in and make a landing. And getting out of the seat early here, just so if there's anyone that is in the area that's flying in, they can see that my intention here is to land and not buzz the field. I do want to thank Mojo for allowing me the opportunity to fly the wing. It was really cool to fly something different for a change. Really enjoyed this wing. It was a lot of fun, and if I come out to Mojo's again, I'd like to fly it again. And here's where I really kind of see the glide distance of the wing. When you hear me cut the motor is because I'm looking to land just beyond, on the left hand side where the trees are, where the trees end is where I'm looking to set down. And when I cut the motor, that's typically where I would cut it for the Ramaflex to come in. As you can see, I fly way past it. So this is kind of the good thing about this glider is it gives you plenty of time to think about your landing. Nice and smooth on the touchdown. Turn and place the glider and set her down. Alright, that's it for this video, and thanks for watching, and make sure you hit that subscribe button, and catch y'all on the next video.